Wigan.
Wigan Watch.
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 Wigan
Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Hello, welcome to Wigan Watch, and I'm here for a reason. You see this area behind me? Well, you won't be able to see the sky for much longer around here because I've seen the plans for the cinema and they are terrifying. But first, let's have a look at the demolition so far this week of the Market Gate and galleries. Monday the 10th of July, and we are looking at a pretty cool piece of kit over there actually, with the purple chomper thing on it. We're looking at Market Gate, or what's left of Market Gate, and the long reach in the background is doing a very long reach as well. That's the demolition continuation of the galleries. It's coming up to, or it's just gone 12 o'clock midday, and those bricks there, they look considerably older than the building. So I wonder if that's rubble from the building before. Anyway, let's have a look somewhere else. Definitely making progress on the way down to New Market Street, and they'll get there eventually, I suppose. Finally, the DVDs and various other bits and pieces are all now in the storeroom. And yeah, I did joke that it's starting to look like a really crap impression of Tutankhamun's tomb. And but the more I look at it, the more it is. You know, he's the entertainment for the journey. Lots and lots and lots and lots of DVDs and whatnot. They go all the way down there as well. And obviously, we've been in this room already, but they're everywhere. There's just DVDs everywhere. But sad news, the trolley is going back to where I found it. Don't need it anymore now, at least not for the time being. So you've served me well, trolley. But yeah, this is the end. It's not you, it's me. So Boots are closing down. They are closing down 300 around the country, but thankfully only the opticians. There are no jobs lost. They're all going to merge with the Boots at Robin Park, so it's not all bad news. So it's Tuesday, and it's coming up to around about 12 noon, and we have gotten the last part of the ramp coming down. Still got the fascia of the Market Gate up the back end, although they took some of it down. See just above the orange light there on this tractor thing, that bit seems to have gone. So yeah, it's progressing nicely. Right, so we're looking at Market Gate, and as predicted, the fascia now is coming down and it's looking very sorry for itself. But that means hopefully sooner rather than later we'll be up and running. Meanwhile, looks like with the way that angle is going on that blower thing there, the dust keeper downer allegedly, looks like they're knocking down the bit going towards Standish Gate. Right, so now on the lower levels, if I zoom in, you might be able to see that you can see through to what looks like where the escalators are and everything. That light patch next to that pillar. So yeah, they are definitely making progress. So we are looking at the two munchers, double munching, the one nearest us, having a go at, I don't know where that was actually. And then in the distance we can see that one working away towards Standish Gate now. So the progress is pretty swift. That's what we expect. It's like the big giant one's having a bit of a lunch break, don't blame it. And that scaffolding will be down soon, so we'll be able to see right through to Market Place. You can see the terrace in between the archway of the big long reach. You can actually see the Nicholson's Arcade going up. So yeah, progress definitely coming ahead. And if I zoom in here, that bit there where the window is the bit where they used to have the toy cars, electric cars, things for the kids. As you come out past Scott's, and this would be, the orange one would be River Island originally, and then was that stage thing for the Fire Within. Anyway, that's it for this end. We'll come back again and have another look another time. It's now Wednesday, and we are looking at a very decimated shopping centre, which is what we're expecting, to be fair. Looks like the big long reach has disappeared. What's going on there? I can't see it in the distance. It's coming up to 12 o'clock, and yeah, very little going on. Our little friend's there. Oh, he's moving a girder thing, or a beam or something. So yeah, very quiet today. Might come back tomorrow. I'll say might, definitely coming back tomorrow. It's Thursday, 1:05. Have they all gone for the dinner or something? I don't know what's going on. It's very quiet. Unusually quiet. It gives us a chance to have a look at the fact that the ramp is completely gone now down that bottom end, and they are, one assumes, going to be taking down that section down the bottom at some point. Oh, there is a workman down there, I think. Was it just a high-vis jacket on something? I don't know. Yeah, the whole site seems silent. Maybe it's dinner time between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. I don't know. I'm running late. So this is where the ramp was, and they're now up to pretty much the scaffolding that they put up. And meanwhile, on the other side, they've definitely made a bit more progress on the demolition of the car park. Let's get closer and have a look. So this is it here. That's Market Gate, where the new market is going to be. A bit on the other side, where they're going. That's good. Yeah, quick reminder that the market hall is open, but it's a bit of a trek to get there, but it's worth it. And yeah, more coming down. So they're about a quarter of the way, I would have said now. So I'm going to look another time. Now, it's been pointed out that I've not been looking around here for a while, so I'm looking around here. To be fair, the main car park area, there's not been a lot going on due to the fact that the long reach has gone. The main work is over there where the old walkway used to be, and the steps, and you can see the back of the car park on that wall. You can see the Armaco, and this is the bit that will be coming down next, and this will be the bit that when it comes down, they'll then take the scaffolding down on Standish Gate, and you'll have a nice gap, be able to see right through. Anyway, it's gone 6 o'clock, so I think it's time to go home. To quote a song which was called Rumour Has It, there could be something very, very, very exciting occurring here if the rumours are true. But what is it? Well, I can't tell you, because it's only a rumour and I don't know myself. Some more excitement as well, and more rumours in the fact that there is a possibility strong possibility, Debenhams unit will be reopening soon. But what as? Well, as soon as I know, I'll let you know. But watch this space. Exciting times. Don't you hate it when you have a brand new sign put up and then the council come along and shut you down because of the stuff that you've been doing for ages that people have been moaning about? Oops. These are the plans that I've got for the cinema, which are available on the Wigan website. And yes, they are interesting. Now this is Standish Gate entrance. This is where we are currently scaffolded up, where the two jewellers used to be, on this side here, and then the walkway in the middle. This is what's coming down at the moment. Opposite there is the old Marks and Spencer's, to give you an idea of where we are. As you walk in, you will end up in the, I assume, the foyer, and then all the various rooms coming off for the cinema entertainment complex, which goes all the way to a little bit further back than the back of B&M's. And then the other side, it comes all the way to the roughly where the back wall was at the side of Makinson's Arcade, as you can see there as well. So that wall doesn't look like it's moving too far. And this space here is where the stairs used to be, going up to the ramp. So you'd have Claire's up here, and then Ryman's would have been up here somewhere, across the walkway, which obviously is gone now. Then you've got Woodcock Square, and then you've got the hotel, which I don't think we need, with very little or no parking, and the pavilion, which I think is something that will be empty very quickly indeed. So bear in mind, these plans, or plans very similar to this, have been passed this week, the week after the Empire Cinema closed due to the lack of people going to the cinema. It didn't close in Wigan specifically, it closed as a company. It's not just a Wigan thing, it's a worldwide thing. National definitely as well. Anyway, side view, we like a side view. So this is one of the elevations from the side that we can see, and we've got a few lifts and some staircases, and it looks like escalators and things like that, so that's all right. And then another side view, and this would be if we were looking down Hope Street. So if you were coming out of the market as it is at the minute, the main entrance, and looking straight down, this is what you'd see. In level with the back of Makinson's Arcade, which is here, you've got what looks like some kind of little, well, decking area raised up. So I assume that's going to be a kind of bar or something similar, maybe a restaurant to go with the entertainment complex. Then you've got all the cinemas and all the other bits and pieces as well. In fact, if you go back here, you can see that it does actually say drinking and bar, or dining and bar, not drinking and bar. So yep, so far so good. And then we look at the actual building itself externally. So this view is Woodcock Square, looking towards the new cinema. So this would have Makinson's Arcade on our right. Next one is the north elevation. I'm not sure what angle that is, but yep. And then we've got this one, which is looking at it from the service yard. Now the service yard, we are basically looking from B&M's towards this building. And at the moment, it just looks very brown. The front on Standish Gate, the bit they're about to knock down to build this, is this. Looks like there's a couple of retail units there, or at least one retail unit, or it may be to do with the actual cinema complex itself. You've got Vision Express, but if you look in the background, you can see that the building looks quite tall. Yes, trust me on this one, it is quite tall. As for what's in it, you've got bronze PCC perforated profile metal cladding, bronze PCC flat metal cladding, bronze, so basically it's going to be bronze. You've got featured illuminated signage, red brickwork, white PPC extruded aluminium mesh, and various other bits and pieces as well. As we scroll down, a lot of bronze, so it's going to be a very bronzy building. There's also quite a bit as well of the bricks, quite a few bricks mentioned on the building. But this is the bit that completely and utterly blew me away, not in a good way. So We're looking now as if we are outside Varanis at the traffic lights near McDonald's, looking across Upstandish Gate. So there's the entrance that we've already looked at. But look at this, as you go around the corner. So this is the Royal Arcade, this is King's, and then these are the little shops going towards the pub, which is still there. But look at the size of it. It's huge. This is as near as I can get to the actual view of what you're looking at, so what you were looking at. Obviously, the sun and the buildings are getting in the way. But yeah, it's going to be all the way up there somewhere. It's massive. I mean, Jesus, I knew they were building a cinema. It won't be ready for at least 2, maybe 3, 4 years, by which time the cinema industry will be dead anyway. Planning permission, like I say, went through this week, 4 days after the Empire Cinema went into administration. The whole thing is insane. And how much money is it going to cost? And will anyone ever move in? That's the site that we're looking at. So that's the whole site for the whole thing. So we've got the new Market Hall, that's a pavilion, that's a hotel. That's housing, and housing. And then you've got the cinema complex coming in here as well. No, sorry, that's the cinema complex there. My apologies. But yeah, I'm baffled by why we're having this. And again, bronze PVC, red brickwork, white PVC, feature LED screens, fixed to facade, red brick, sawtooth red brick panel, and various other bits and pieces. A lot of bronze, so it's going to be a very dark building. Assuming that's what they've gone for. Anyway, what do you think? Please comment. Please share. Let people know what is coming to Wigan, because I think that is a monstrous carbuncle. It's just unbelievable, the size of it. I mean, I knew that the apartments they're building at the bottom are 8 stories high, but my the hell, I didn't realise that was going to be 20 stories high. Obviously, maybe not 20 stories high, but you get the idea. Which brings me back to my original plan, which is basically, this here is 4 doors wide, so it's quite wide. So you could easily build a little row of shops or something down there, a little row of shops or something down there. We could have outside eating area, so if you had like a boutique in there that sold, like a little cafe or something similar, you could have that. And then you go into here, which would be a massive square, which would be fantastic for when we're doing celebrations. And then you've got a massive woodcock square. We wouldn't have the hotel, we wouldn't need the pavilion because the food outlets would be in the walkway. So we'd save money on the pavilion, we'd save money on the hotel with very limited or no parking whatsoever. We don't need the cinema, so we just have a nice massive square in the middle of town, which we can use for Christmas, various celebrations as well, including Pride, including Christmas lights turn on, Christmas market maybe a little fun fair for the kiddies like they used to have in the older days. And it's a lot cheaper, and it will never be derelict. It will never be a white elephant. It's just this nice open space. And in summertime, you can meet your friends there, sit on the benches, which you do seem to be building, and have a nice chat in the sunshine. But again, please comment and let me know what you think. I know there's a couple of people who've said that they want the cinema in the town centre, but as I pointed out before, the cinema that was in the town centre, which was the Ritz, which is now where the Grand Arcade is stood, that's another story, that shut down pretty much as soon as the Virgin Cinema opened because people didn't want to watch the cinema in the town centre, and that had parking next to it. This has got no parking, and we've moved on. So yeah, opinions, please. So obviously I don't know because I'm not an engineer, but the height of the building is going to be somewhere like that in the background. It's going to be huge, and it's a cinema. The question is, what is the point of a cinema anymore? Seriously. Sadly, I haven't got a Mickey Mouse character in the background. I've just got Mario kicking me head in. Mario being the council and what they want to do to me, I would assume. But yeah, it's mad. Anyway, a bit of a weird one this week. for Wigan Watch. But don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Please, please, please put these on Facebook as well, because a lot of people are not aware what's going on in the town centre. And what I'm trying to do is let people know in a constructive way. I'm not just slagging off the council for the sake of slagging off the council. I'm merely pointing out the error of their ways, which is we have moved on. The technology has moved on. Everything's moved on. We are no longer a society where we need a cinema in a town centre. If the cinema can't work in the outside of a town, an established cinema, next to a Pizza Hut, walking distance from Nando's, loads of free parking, various other bits and pieces around there as well, then what chance has this one got? But anyway, planning permissions have gone through, so it's too late. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Until then, goodbye.
Wigan.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch. Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch. Wigan Watch.
Wigan
Wigan
Watch. Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.